Hey folks, welcome back to Nkandla, Africa. This is Chris in central Pennsylvania. Breaking news out of South Africa, where Jacob Zuma's loyal lapdog, Carl Niehaus, has been suspended from the African National Congress with immediate effect today. Early this afternoon, South Africa time, within the last hour, was announced by the African National Congress that they had suspended Niehaus, a 42-year member of the African National Congress, a so-called liberation hero, who served time in prison for his treason against the Republic of South Africa. Carl Niehaus, the obedient, loudmouth, annoying lapdog for Jacob Zuma, has been suspended by the African National Congress. The reasons are quite bizarre, honestly, but clearly it's a move to fracture Zuma supporters. This is, honestly, he gave a press conference last week in which he brought ill repute on the ANC, and that would have been the appropriate time to do it. But they actually suspend him for his actions on Sunday, the 4th of July, when he turned up at the event that Jacob Zuma hosted in violation of lockdown restrictions against gatherings and social distancing requirements and mask requirements. He was there. He wore a mask. Actually, I'm not defending Carl Niehaus, but his behavior was actually rather tame. It was Ace Magashule who asserted that he's in the ANC and pretty much claiming that he runs the ANC, even though he's not. This shamed, suspended, disgraced Secretary General of the African National Congress, Ace Magashule, is the one who probably should be suspended. But this letter came from the African National Congress in Talon House in Johannesburg. It says, Comrade Carl Niehaus, ANC member, on the 7th of July. Dear Comrade Carl, notice of intention to institute disciplinary action against you and temporarily suspend your membership with immediate effect. The National Executive Committee has noted with concern your inflammatory speeches made outside the home of former President Jacob Zuma at Nkandla over the weekend of 2 to 4 July 2021. Well, actually, his press conference was before that, and that was the really inflammatory one, and which were broadcast live on national television, and has come to the conclusion that such utterances brought the ANC into disrepute. Moreover, you were clad in a T-shirt bearing the ANC logo when you appeared on television. They resolved that he's violated Rule 25.17, Rule 2017.4, 17.5, 17.7, 17.10, and warrants disciplinary action. He can appeal this, and he intends to appeal it immediately. Having heard an interview with him, a live interview with him, in which he basically is bizarrely confused about what's happening here. This letter is signed by Jesse Duterte, the Deputy Secretary General, who frankly is the acting Secretary General in the absence of Ace Magashule. Breaking news out of South Africa, folks, where the firebrand spokesman for the Nkandla Military Veterans Association, the disbanded MK Military Veterans Association, has been suspended by the African National Congress, a member of the party for 42 years. It seems that this white fellow is no longer convenient for the ANC. Shall we plead racism? No, of course not. His conduct is reprehensible, and it's long overdue. The ANC has a lot of its ranks to purge of people like this, but they're unlikely to do it. This is purely a political move, purely an effort to sideline some of Jacob Zuma's support. We'll see where it goes from here. The ANC, ladies and gentlemen, in front of our eyes is cratering. The ANC is fracturing right in front of our eyes, ladies and gentlemen, and most people are not even observing this historical point in history. Will the ANC give up power voluntarily, peacefully, when they're defeated at the polls? We'll see. But this party is on the verge of splitting in three. Again, yet again, the party splitting again. Carl Niehaus suspended today, the 7th of July, 2021, by the African National Congress's National Executive Committee for his conduct between the 2nd and 4th of July, uttering things that, according to the party's NEC, bring the ANC into ill repute. Well, I would argue that every time your president opens his race merchant mouth, he brings the party into disrepute with his lies and fairy tales about vaccine apartheid, and there are no white farmers killed in South Africa. There are no farm murders. South Africa is open for business. Yeah, if you want to come here and let us steal half your property unless you give it to someone who has the right skin pigmentation. Carl Niehaus, little just desserts for a troublemaker. Well, folks, if you're not a subscriber to Chris Wyatt Africa, why don't you smash that subscription button right down there. Boom. Become a subscriber. We'll keep you updated on news from around Africa with a focus on Southern Africa and especially South Africa with objective, honest commentary. No dog in the fight. Simply trying to let the world know about what's happening in Africa and hopefully promote business across the continent for the increased prosperity of all Africans and those involved with them. Thanks a lot for your time and for your patronage. God bless. And have a lovely day. I'm sure it'll be better than Carl Niehaus's day.